these supplements do come in a number of different varieties. You can see ones that just say DHA on them, others say DHA and EPA, some just say EPA. I think we've established that you feel a mix of both is beneficial. But then again, then the ratios seem to vary a little bit between brands. So is there a ratio that you recommend?
Not a hard and fast one. I do agree that both EPA and DHA ought to be in your supplement. Whether it's a little heavier on DHA or a little heavier on EPA, nobody has really diced that out to be able to say with any confidence that this one's better than that one. So if it's somewhere between, 2 parts DHA and 1 part EPA or the reverse, that's good. Mm-hmm. I think that's the place to be. Ethyl esters, can you tell if you're taking an ethyl ester? They're supposed to put it on the label.
Okay.
It would be in the ingredients, not the nutrition facts, but it'd be in the ingredients at the bottom where it says contains ethyl esters. And ethyl esters aren't bad. They just are not as absorbed quite as well. And they're used in the pharmaceutical products because they allow you to put more omega-3 per capsule. There are newer products that are what's called restructured or reformed triglycerides that can be higher in omega-3, EPA, DHA. They're a little more expensive, but they're in a more absorbable form. Okay. So I think those are good ones.
And what would you look out for in packaging to sort of know that you're buying that?
They would tell you that it is a restructured or a reformulated triglyceride. They would make a big deal about that because it's expensive. Mm-hmm. And their product is probably going to be a little bit more expensive than the guy next door that's not that way. So they want to be emphasizing that.
Okay. And what about someone who has cardiovascular disease or is at high risk of and perhaps has high triglycerides, elevated triglycerides? Is that a sort of circumstance where there is an indication for a higher dose?
Yeah. I would say in the neighborhood of 3 to 4 grams if you're dealing with the high triglycerides.
Mm-hmm. And is there a difference if you, and forgive me for digging into these details because they may be irrelevant, but I'm curious. Is there a difference in that circumstance, let's say just going into your pharmacy chemist and picking up 3 or 4 gram DHA EPA off the shelf versus one of these prescription ones like what was used in Reduce It?
If you're going to get them off the shelf at the chemist or at the pharmacy, you can certainly find many products that have roughly 1 gram of EPA and DHA per capsule, which is exactly what the pharmaceutical products have. What you'll find is though the pill is bigger than the pharmaceutical one would be, because in order to get 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA in a capsule, that you might need a capsule that's 1.4 grams of oil instead of 1 gram of oil. So it's just a bigger pill. Mm-hmm. The percent of omega-3 is less.
Got you.
In the dietary supplements, typically. So if the percent is less, you just got to put more oil in the pill.
Sure. So it's less purified compared to the pharmaceutical.
Less concentrated, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, concentrated is a better word.